My bad about the tangent. But anyway, so yeah, so these people were, highly toxic to you, okay? Because their disposition was highly toxic to you. They found joy in your suffering, okay? This was about a fake dominance, a force by manipulation, degrading others, right? If I can make it appear through my word and my humor and charm that you are this and that, well, I'm this and that, I'm better. You know what I'm saying? People putting themselves up on, false pedestals and putting you on a lower pedestal. And it's showing in their words and their actions and everything that they do. My bad, y'all. Okay. So, yeah, it was like about this fake dominance thing, right? Trying to act like the big boy, big girl, big top dog. It's so cliche, but it's so true. Everybody was just so worried about looking like something instead of being something. Anyway, all right. You spared a lot of people egos by playing small. Okay. All right, because you knew it was like, mom, everybody just wanted these people just wanted to feel like something. They just wanted to look. They were so obsessed with stuff looking like something, about playing this role that they are the top dog, top girl, you know, by really just like bullying people, just being like hyper aggressive, hypersexual, just hyper. It's just like now you see that it's like even then you felt it, and you just fell back because you let people play the role they wanted to play. You still been out the role you wanted to play, but damn well you ain't want to play uh motherfucking top dog, top girl. Like that's just not who you are. You type motherfucker, like at the time you just wanted to blend in. You was just looking for a family. That's real talk. That's real talk. That's not lame. That's natural. All right. So motherfuckers try to make you feel bad and shit. Like, oh, you're so naive. Like, you was looking for a family within your family. You feel me? Number one, you was looking for a family within your friends. And like all these people, you grew up with, went to school with, and all that. It was like not, you know what I'm saying, out the wall, off the wall. It wasn't off the wall to do that, to think that. It was actually pretty natural. Who don't want to be a family with their family? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but so yeah, you spared a lot of people egos by playing small. And but if you was wondering about like this message they wanted to break your spirit, it's like all about clarification, identification from your divine team, bring you closer to your divine team. Affirmation, confirmation, and validation bring you closer to your divine team. And so, like I said in the beginning, it's about identification. They want you to be able to identify this stuff moving forward, because that's one point. If you can't identify what's going on, then you can't evaluate and make a informed decision. And that was a lot. We all know that was a lot of the intention behind these people. They like, my last message was about like all the gatekeeping that was going on, all the secrecy, all the privacy, everything was behind your back. Nobody was really like letting you in on everything, how they truly felt about you. I mean, you could, eventually you learned. These people taught you. These people taught you how they felt. And Divine definitely taught you. Came in with a couple towers for you. You feel what I'm saying? But if you was wondering, This is for clarification, validation. And so that this is what this message is for. And so this is why it's kind of like written like this. Like if you was wondering why the cycle was so bad, I'm trying to use my words, generally here. I don't want to get, you feel me? Because this is touchy, and I'm trigger warning. I should have said that at the beginning. But yeah, so like this is for like answering a lot of y'all questions. Okay, we all have these questions like what, but what, what would, what would make? You get what I'm saying? But what would make a motherfucker do me like that? You know what I'm saying? But what was it most time? But really, why? Why? I want to know why. Cause like for real, I played the role too good. I played small for these motherfuckers. I fell back, let motherfuckers shine. Be the rainbow they wanted to be. I'm crying. Fury said be the rainbow. LGBTQ could be significant to some of y'all. You really like so yeah. So the next part of this message, actually, this entire message is answering your questions, right? Because a lot of y'all wanted to know why was it so intense? Why was the humiliation? Like why was it so? Well, we know why as well. Another, I can't, but the downloads coming in too fast. Yeah, why was it so gruesome? Why was the betrayal so gruesome? Because I just want to tell y'all what I'm hearing. Okay. Why was it why was it so intense? Why was the betrayal so gruesome? And for some of y'all, it was just like, why did it seem so methodical and so strategic and so, planned and like what the hell is going on here? Like some of you guys like are really baffled. Like, why did it seem so strategic? That's the best word I could say for now. Like, why did it seem like so many, like why was so many people involved and like which made, we already know the betrayal more gruesome. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. But yeah, I'm gonna get off this 7-Eleven as I just came back here. But yeah, because I'm hearing it's like, why was it so layered? Why was it so psyopy? You know what I'm saying? Why was it so psyopy? Why was it so mental? What was it so much going on to be? Yeah, it was a lot of mental magic thrown at y'all. And look, we got here. It just says like, if you were wondering why it was so gruesome, gory, hateful, malicious. It's because, okay, so that's why they doubled down on taking advantage and then disrespect of the betrayal. It's like, why? It was like they doubled down on it. Why? Because they had to double down. Because it wasn't just an oppressive mentality, it was a vampiric mentality. So once they started feeding, they got greedy. It wasn't no plan to let you keep some. Like, mm-hmm. Hold on. Yeah, they was the plan was to drain you. The plan was to take it all, baby. The plan was to take it all, baby. So if you was wondering like, damn, why did they double down so hard? Like it was a point in time where like, okay, the energy was weird enough and you had already pulled back. Like, and then it's like once like it just got worse. It's like more talk, more rumors, more isolation, more disappointment. And they double down on it. And God wants you to know that's why. Okay. And I'm gonna continue to go on to explaining your divine your divine team wants you to know. Because it was about breaking your spirit. It's about taking, your light. Because these people were vampiric. They fed off of this stuff. At this point in time, they completely like, most of them just gone. Soul being used, vessel being used. Okay, so they leaned into that shit even after the shit came to a head, addressed, illuminated. You were thinking after that, motherfuckers would back off a little, try like to save face. You like, okay, no motherfuckers ain't finna really do it to me like this. They go try to save face, and no, they let the entire mask fall off. Greed, envy, jealousy, hate took over. That vampire nature took over. You know what I'm saying? Logic, strategy went out the window. Any love they had at that point had been totally consumed by said entity or demon that was possessing them at the time, or program as well. They became agents of chaos. They were completely possessed. So if you wonder why the hate was so intense, the humiliation cycle repetitive and deeply personal, because it was, baby. It was personally impersonal. Okay, your light, it became hold on, what did it say? Your light, it became about your light. Okay, personally impersonal. It became about your light. Two words. And putting that motherfucker out. Okay. Turn this off. Doing too much. All right. Yeah, it became about your light and putting that motherfucker out. It was personal because it was your light. You know what I'm saying? It was the light that God had given you. God give people light. Da, da, da. Your light. It was yours. That's personal. Okay? It's yours. So that's personal. They after your light. And the impersonal part comes because the priority, at the end of the day, the priority was the light. That was the irritating thing. Your joy, your happiness, your charisma, your fairness, your flyness, your sexiness, your confidence, your ability to do, your capability, your love for God. Like, all that was annoying. It's hard, man. It's messed up, yo. It's messed up. Because I know these people don't want to be like that. That's messed up. That's some hating ass shit. But yeah, so that's why they say it's not you, it's about, it's about God, because it's the light that's irritating their ass. So that's why God take it personal when these motherfuckers come at you, collective, divine collective. The priority was the light though. Cause trust and know, cause if you ain't had that motherfucker, you would have been no threat. You just been a little you'd have been kicking it with them. Another bot, another Decepticon. Shout out to Trent. It wasn't even about you anymore. And let's be real, it never was. It's always been about evil versus good, evil versus light. Okay. The sad part is that these people really show their weaknesses. They really expose their level. Okay. Trying to put you down. It really exposed the weak one, the less confident one, the hurt one, the suffering one, the defeated one, the broken one, the dependent one. You dependent on this motherfucker, walking around sad and it's down and out. If this motherfucker ain't down and out, you ain't up. Come on now, y'all. Come on. You gotta find another better way to exist. You got to. Damn, that's a fucked up existence. You didn't made your existence. You did an antithesis. Y'all know what the fuck word I'm trying to say of somebody else's existence. That's fucked up. Find another way, another position, another angle, another angel to be in life. Please. Or matter of fact, or just get erased. Damn. And it's fucked up. Cause you gotta get erased now. Now we gotta be kind of sad for you a little bit. Some of us, cause some of my light workers hardcore. They not gonna be sad for you. And some of us, we too tired to be sad for you. And some of us gonna feel a little sad for you. Cause we liked. We wanted you to get it. To get it. You can't make your existence off the anti-existence of another motherfucker. That's against spiritual law. Meaning it's just not cool. God don't think that's what that means. Okay? If it's against spiritual law, that means God don't think the shit cool. God made the fucking laws. God out of God's personality. Out of her personality. She don't think that shit cool. The leader of all, the head of head, the boss of bosses. Okay, you saying? People be forgetting the head of household in this bitch. Okay. So yeah. The defeated one, the broken one, the dependent one, dependent on another motherfucking being down. You dependent on it. And that go for a lot of these. We already know, ladies, these narc males, these misogynists, they ain't up unless you're down. That's a fucked up way to be, nigga. Especially when your existence is dependent on mine. Nigga, if I'm out of here, you out of here, nigga. You came from thy, not thy from thee. This is a mother based system. Get with it, get in tune. Ain't nothing without the my motherfucking mother. Continuing. Trying to break your spirit, they entered and signed demonic karmic contracts, knowingly and unknowingly. But nonetheless, sold their soul trying to take